let's take a look at what our choices are here on the screen. So we can actually go to My Farms, and you're going to have whatever farms you've created. If you haven't created one, you're just going to create new farm, or if you want to create another one, click there. You can join other players' farms by clicking here, and it gives you all these different players that you could go and visit their farm. And if it's anything like the first game, you would get a buff if you go and harvest on another player's farm, that when you come back, get like double resources. So I haven't tried it on this new Farm Together 2 yet, so I'm not sure if it works the same, but I imagine it does. Got split screen option here, and I haven't done that before, so I don't really know what it's about, but that's what it looks like. You can customize your character here, and you can do this before you start playing the game. Just go here to character, and then you have the choices here to change the body shape, and then weight. You could change all this stuff at any time from this same menu. Okay, so skin tone, lots of choices on skin tone. And lots of hair choices. Eye choices. Color-wise, I don't really see a lot of difference between the two greens. And then you can go across here, and I've played already, so I've made a couple of farms already. It starts you off with these three. So it's this one. And notice you have variations down here of it, so you'll get other colors. So I've already unlocked the brown, and the blue is what you start with. And then this second option here has 4 color variations. And I've unlocked 3 of those now. I didn't even realize. Cute. And then let's see if I unlocked any of these. Yeah, so they're just color variations, but that's fun. And then I unlocked a new outfit. That's really cute. With a cute little flower hat. So you have all these different face shapes. And have some hair options. That's a new one I just unlocked. It started with just the top row up here, and then I've unlocked these just from playing the game. And a different facial hair option. Some eyeglasses. Some earrings that I've unlocked. Oh, that's a nose ring. Got an earring and a nose ring that I've unlocked so far. And makeup has 3 variants. And then this, like, a little bit of lines around the mouth and the eyes. I'll just go with nothing. And we have a backpack. We have 4 variants. Oh, cute. I got the camouflage one. Realize. So you can actually match it. We should wear the camouflage outfit. Yeah. Cute. I'm sure they're going to add more stuff because this is in early access right now. So for now. And then your tractor and your emotes are here too. You can customize your tractor. There's tons of different colors that you can do. And then I unlocked this pattern on mine. There's just a lot of choices. And you can even change your license plate. Pick 2 letters and a number. And then you have all these little, I think this is, not sure if this is just a different, I think this is a different looking tractor that I have not unlocked, but I will unlock it at level 20. And then these are different patterns, colors. That one looks like it kind of has like flames. I thought that was cute. And then a little antenna, and oh, I just unlocked this cute little like lollipop one. And there's a few different emotes that are preset. So thumbs up, clapping, laughing. There's another thumbs up. I need to change that. Should be a wave. So I think we can slowly unlock more stuff as we level. Right now we've got 2 that we can unlock, but I'm sure they'll add more. Well, yeah, I think that's good. So then you just go back, and when you've got everything set the way you want it, you can also look at your settings. And one thing I do want to point out in the settings is if you go into the interface, there's a lot of things you can control and change. And you might not want to do that, but it's worth looking at it. I thought it was interesting, like for example, the tile icons. When things are ready to be harvested, you'll see those little baskets hanging over them. And if you want the size to be small, you can change that here, or you can make them big, or you can hide them. So like later in the game, if you leveled your entire farm and you have everything decorated the way you want it, and you don't want those little baskets to show, you can always hide them. You know, and that would mostly be if you didn't care to know when they're ready to harvest. Maybe you're just at a point where you were letting people tour and you didn't want to see those little baskets. But for now, I definitely want to see them, but I'm just going to put them on small. But anyway, it's worth looking at this area just to see what you can change. And then there's also other things you can check out, like your controls. Some people like to invert the X and the Y. And it's just good to know that you can do that. It has that option here. And we have enable controller input, which I'm using. It does say, and then I thought it was neat that they put a how to play, and it really covers everything. So if you ever get stuck, you can go look for the category, what you want to read about. And that's a great resource. So anyway, now we're going to check out the farms. So I've already created 2, but I want to show you a new farm and how you would do that. So you just click on create new farm, and then you have these 3 choices. You can play offline, or you play by yourself and no one else can join your farm, but you can change it later, so it's not like you're stuck with that. Online private, only friends can join your farm. And online public, everybody can join. So if you want it to be public, that means that you're going to get people who you don't even know that might pop into your farm. And so you'll be able to set permissions and pick exactly what you want to allow the general public to be able to do on your farm. So for today's little video, I'm just going to pick offline mode because I can change it at any time, and we're not really going to use the online feature right now. So let's just call this Foxtail Farmstead, and we'll get started, and I'll show you how the tutorial works. I'm going to just click on that, and you can always rename your farm, which I thought was pretty cool that you could do that. You're not stuck. Here's where you can switch to the different visibilities. It explains it there on the right. And then these are your permissions. And scroll through. And then you can do guest permissions. It's defaulted to harvest only. But you can always customize. You can go through and decide what do you want people to be able to do on the farm. You know, do you want them to be able to do all these things? Because there's going to be some things you might not want the public to be able to do. But you might want them to be able to water crops and flowers. You might want them to be able to plant quest crops. You might want them to be able to fish in the pond. So it's just, you can set it to whatever you want. Right now, I'm just going to leave it on harvest only. But once you set custom permissions, you would just switch it over to custom like that, and then it will do whatever you picked. So we're just going to keep it at harvest only for the video. So then we're going to go ahead and hit play. So I hope everyone's doing great today, and if you have started playing Farm Together, I hope you're enjoying it. Been having so much fun with it, and I played with my family, and we just had a blast together. So right now I thought I would show you by doing just the tutorial portion of it. And so you're going to start off, and you're just following the little prompts. So we have to move around L, and they want us to walk around and explore a little bit. Nice, we can move faster by pressing the RT. I'm using a controller, but it'll tell you what button to push if you're not using the controller. It'll tell you what to put on your pad. So I'm going to run faster by hitting the RT on my controller. Alright, next thing's using the camera. You can change the camera to RB. I can move back so that I'm not so close up, or I can move forward and be really close up. We're going to plant some lettuces. First thing we need is to plow some land, so we're going to go to an empty tile and press A. It's going to do this right behind the house. No, or right, not the house, we don't have a house. Right behind the little bus station for now. I'm going to press A, and now I'm plowing the tile. I've got to do 5 total. But I'm going to go ahead and make it an even 6. Now we need to choose what we want to plant. You can open up the shop with Y and check all the items. So Y is going to be important to know, or whatever corresponds to the keyboard if you're using mouse and keyboard, because you're going to need your shop and to know how to open it and access it. So if you notice, the top has different tabs that I'm scrolling through. Those are the different categories of things that you'll be able to purchase on your farm and use when you're playing this game. So they want us to buy some lettuce. So we're going to put some lettuce down. We're going to pick lettuce. And then we have to plant 5 lettuces. And notice at the top of the upper right hand corner, we've got a little icon showing what season we're in. And let's see, it says you can exit the buy mode by pressing B. Crops take a while to grow. You can speed up the process by A, watering them. Okay, so we'll do that in a minute. But if you look at your screen, the upper right, there's a little like green clover up there. That's indicating that we're in spring, I believe. And the little bars feeling around the little green is going to fill up around the whole entire thing after 17 minutes is up, and then it's going to switch seasons. And there's only certain crops and trees that can be planted in certain seasons. So the seasons are going to be important. And then you also see the coins at the top and the diamonds and the metals. So the coins we're going to earn by harvesting. So right now we're going to water so we can end up letting our lettuce mature faster, and then we'll be able to harvest it. So it says time advances even if you're not playing the game. So if you exit the game and come back later, you'll probably find some items ready for harvest. So let's go ahead and go down here, and it says you can move most items to create some space. Go to the well and press down on the R on my controller is like that little Joy-Con on the right, and you just push it straight down, and then you'll choose placement. If you're using the mouse and keyboard, you'll have to see what the icons at the bottom right corner of the screen tell you to do. Alright, so I'm going to push down on the R, and I'm grabbing the well. Did I grab it? Let's see. There we go. And now we're going to move it where we want it. I'm going to put it up here. And if you push down on the R again, it will rotate it until you get it the way you want it to be facing. And then once you're ready, you can hit A to place it. And that's what it's going to tell us next about rotating. You can change the orientation of buildings, fences, etc. while placing them. To do that, you just press down again on the R for the controller. So now we're going to head down. It says crops should be ready to harvest soon. Once they are ready, harvest them. So we need to harvest 5 crops. So let's go ahead and harvest the crops since they're ready. I think that's pretty cool that they gave us some crops that were already ready. I don't remember them doing that in the first game. I'm going to go ahead and plow just in case we want to use this land. Maybe we want to plant some more stuff. Says we have a quest up there to plant. To pick some lettuce. It says party. We need 20 lettuces. We've got 16 in parentheses, which that 16 are planted. I'm going to go ahead and plant some more lettuce for that quest. I love the sounds, the ambiance, and the graphics of this game. It's even better than the first game, and it's really just relaxing and very peaceful and calming, and I love it. Alright, so you level up by, collecting the resources, basically harvesting or collecting the resources that the animals give you. Before you do that stuff, like collecting those resources, the more you're going to level up. And then you'll open up the ability to purchase new crops and new things at the store. Alright, so we're just going to harvest these lettuces because we have a quest at the upper right corner underneath the little sign that shows the season. And we need 10 more, so I planted a few over there, but I think I'll plant some more. So I'm just opening my store again. You can see the different crops that we can plant right now. And I'm gonna plant some more lettuce. So it just changed seasons. Now we're in summer. There's some plants that you can plant all year round. And then there's some plants and trees and stuff that you can only plant during seasons. So let's see. So you can see on the right hand side of the screen it tells you how much it costs to buy it, seasons you can plant them in, how long it takes for them to mature. So it's 15 minutes of real time. But you can slow that down by watering them. So it'll cut that time in half, I believe. And then you'll yield 55 coins plus 1 vegetable resource and 2 experience right now when we harvest the corn. So it shows we own 10 and we're at level 1, but you level up the vegetables as well. And so when you level them up, what you yield will also increase in values. That's exciting. So there's a lot of potential to make a good amount of money by leveling up the crops, leveling up your farm. Okay. So you can do the emotes by using the left plus pad on the controller. Cute. I love it. Alright, not really sure how we would check. See, maybe hit the escape button. Maybe go to farm. Okay, so our farm is a level 1. But my personal level in the upper left corner is 5. So there's a few different levels that you're earning. Your farm level, you're earning your account level or whatever that is up in the upper left. Not really sure, but I noticed that it does go up. And maybe that's your personal experience level. And then you're leveling your crops as well. But I don't know, I feel like the purple, it says required level, the purple, I think that's your farm level. Yeah, because on the upper right hand side of the screen, I'm noticing a purple one right underneath the little sun icon. So that's my farm level. So yeah, we've got a few different levels to keep track of, but it's not too bad. Once you start to play it and you progress, it'll make sense. All right, and we do have a new quest that we need to go to the town. I open up the map, and we're going to be traveling. Let's see. We're going to open the map, and we're going to hit Y to travel to town. And it says, welcome to town. Here you can open shops that will sell the resources you harvest. There are also some quirky characters that will give you requests from time to time. So I'm not going to grab any quests yet from the characters because I just want to continue doing the main quest that I've got right now. It's good to know we can go talk to the characters and get extra quests. Let's open a vegetable shop. To do that, go to an available property near a building and A, interact with it. Alright, so we have these different buildings. Here's one with a door. If you go to this one here, you can see a little parameter, a little white parameter. So you can actually hit A and you could set the vegetable shop there if you want. There's another available spot over here. I think I want to put it right here because there's two shops side by side, and I think we can have the vegetable right there, and eventually we're going to get a fruit stand that we can put next to it if we want to. The good news is you can actually move this if you change your mind. Just like how we moved the well back on the farm. You just push down on the R if you're using the controller and just push it straight down, and you can just grab it and move it, and you can place it on that side if you want. So it's really cool that you can move the shops. You don't have to be stuck with what you choose at the first when you first place it. Alright, so now we can interact with the shop and see if there's any resources that we can sell, and it looks like we do have quite a few here. We've got 10 vegetables that we harvested. I think those are eggplant maybe. And we can get 5 diamonds, so I'm going to do that. And then we can also turn in our lettuce and get 5 diamonds from that, because you'll want diamonds. These shops give us diamonds, and I don't know if they give us metals, not sure, but they do give us diamonds, and we need diamonds for decorating. So now we're going to open up our map and go back to our farm. And we're going to harvest these lettuces. We still need 10 more for our quest. And remember, when you harvest your vegetables, you earn money. So you can see on the screen, it tells you that we're earning 35 coins, 1 experience, and 1 resource. And as we level up our lettuce, we'll earn more when we harvest it. So it could get a tiny bit confusing because there's a lot of different currencies, but you just have to remember your money comes from collecting, harvesting the things that you're planting, and the diamonds come from the shops, and metals, I believe, come from quests. And you can see when you get a quest what your reward is going to be. So now I have a quest to harvest 3 trees, so that's what I'm doing now. Alright, it says quests are specific requests that you can fulfill to earn medals. You can check every quest and its progress on the quest log, available on the button with the 3 lines, which is the pause menu. We can fulfill a quest now. So we're about to fulfill a quest when we finish harvesting lettuce. We only need 4 more. But if we push that button to open up the pause menu there, you can see that you can go down here on the left side and go to your quest log. And you can see your quests. We only have 1 quest right now, but you can see that our reward is going to be 1 medal and 5 experience. And you can also see your inventory from here, see your farm settings, So like you could change your farm settings, I think. But I think you have to log out. You probably have to exit. Yeah, you'd have to exit like so. Your progress should be saved. And then you could go down to my farms. You could click on the farm we were just at. And if you wanted to change the visibility, you could now make it public and you could go back on and play. So that's how you do that. You have to just exit out to get to that, to get access to that. Same with, customizing. You just log out by exiting and then you can come down and customize because you might want to put something on that you just got. That's how you do that. All right, let's go back and continue where we left off. And we're going to continue our quest to get the rest of the lettuce. So the metals are going to be a currency we want because we're going to need the metals for certain buildings that we'll eventually get. I'm going to water these. And I'm going to wait to harvest until all of them are ready so I can harvest them all at the same time. But let's go down and harvest. Now, let's say you want to clear a spot. You don't want, let's say you want grass there. You just stand and wait until it's highlighted. See the orange perimeter around it. And then it shows you at the bottom of your right hand, the lower right of the screen, always shows you the corresponding either keyboard, key to hit, or controller button to hit. And since I'm using a controller, it's telling me to use the X, so I'm going to use the X to recycle. The little garbage can looking thing is recycle. The A is plowing. The little shopping cart is your shop. And then the other icon there is the map. So those are this just corresponding icons that go with the little letters that we want to push. So I'm going to push the X so that I can recycle. The X, recycle. Now I'm going to hit the A to recycle it. You can see at the bottom it changed to the recycle and it says A. So I hit the A. Are you sure you want to recycle this tile? Yes. I'm just going to recycle these tiles here because I just want grass here. And the nice thing about when you do recycle is you get your resource back. Like if I wanted to recycle this path that's already here, I can do the same things. Make sure it's highlighted, hit X, then hit A. Are you sure you want to recycle the road? Yes. So I get that, said +1 diamond, I get the diamond back. Okay, so you can do that and get it back. So now I have 21 diamonds. I can also move the path as well, just like you did with the well. You just push down on your R and then just place it where you want it. And then we can open up our store and we can scroll over to the pathing and we can place it, our new pathing, because we got 1 diamond back. So now we can go ahead and just buy a new one. All right, let's go check our lettuces. Oh, and it looks like our flowers are done. When you're standing on something and you hover over it and it's highlighted on the bottom lower left, you can see that it tells you what it is. So it says it's a rose, it's level 1, and it shows you that it's been watered recently because the little bars like that circles around the water drop is filled up. I'm not sure what the little trophy there stands for. So if anybody knows that, it'd be great. You leave a comment and let us know. Maybe it shows our, maybe that's our experience that we need to reach. I'm not sure. Now you can also, well, I'll show you that in a second. I don't want to get ahead of myself. So let's finish this quest and pick up the lettuces. So we only need a couple more to finish our quest. Alright, it says now you can build a garage in the town that will grant you access to your tractor and work faster. Well, that's exciting. We definitely want to go get our tractor. So let's go ahead and we just have to open up the map again and travel to town. Y. And then we're just going to run over to one of these buildings that are available. Like, I'll just go here. And we're just going to hit A to build. And it shows that we can build the garage. And we're going to build it because we have one medal that we got from doing a quest. And we're going to build our garage. It says you can now hop onto your tractor by pressing LT when you're on your farm. So go back to your farm and hop on the tractor. So this, remember, we bought with a medal, that little pink thing. It kind of looks like a ribbon, but they call it a medal. And we got that from completing the last quest. So you definitely want to get your ribbons and your diamonds so you can buy cool things to use and to decorate with. So now we're going to open up our map again. And we're going to travel. You can also travel by going to the bus station and just hit A on the bus station, and you can travel that way too. So now we're going to pull our tractor out with LT, and it's going to look however you customized it. How cute that is. And, you know, let's say I want to recycle this spot here because I want it to be grass again. I'm going to hit the X with my controller because it shows the little recycle can at the bottom. And then I'm going to hit the A. And now it says, are you sure you want to recycle 6 tiles? And I'm going to say yes. Hit A again. And there we go. Now it's back to grass. So now we can go to our farm here and we're going to be able to work so much faster. We're going to harvest. And it says now you can perform tasks much faster. The tractor consumes fuel, which slowly regenerates over time. There are also buildings like the fuel depot that speed up fuel recovery. Alright, so we are going to have to pay attention to our fuel. That's all for this tutorial. If you want to get more help, check the How to Play section in the settings menu. Have fun farming. So it's not a huge, long tutorial, but it does get you started. So you can see that I have a quest now. I need 15 apple trees to be harvested and 20 carrots. So let's open up our shop. We can't plant the carrots yet, but once the season changes, we'll be able to. But I like to plant a few of every type of vegetable at first, so that we always have some income coming in. But you do want to keep in mind your amount of money that you have. So we've got 4,304 coins. So, you know, you don't want to spend so much that you run out of money completely. But I'm just going to plant a little variety of crops here. So I have one of everything. Or a few of everything, I should say. And then I'm going to go ahead and water them. So it's really just going to take a little time to get used to the controllers, but don't get frustrated if you find it a little bit difficult. One of the trickiest things about the controller is when you do plow or you're planting something. Oh, we can plant carrots now. Let's go ahead and plant carrots. So when we plant our carrots, we open up the store, we're grabbing it. I'm using A, I'm planting with A. And I'm going to plant another row of carrots here with A. But then when you want to water, you just hit A again and you'll water. But you can see that it looks like I still have carrots. So if you hit the B button to back out, you won't see that anymore. Then you can keep watering. Alright, so when all that stuff's ready, we'll harvest it and we'll be able to finish working on the quest we have. Now, if you're on your tractor and you want to grab more than one thing to move, just go up to whatever you want to move and just do the same thing you did when you had to move the well earlier. So we're going to press down on the R, that right Joy-Con stick that sticks up on the controller. I'm pressing down, straight down on it. I'm going to grab this tree. And I'm going to grab this tree. I'm going to put all my fruit trees together. I can get 9 of them when I'm on my tractor. So I've got 4. You don't have to do this, but I kind of want to put them all close together and make a little orchard. I'm just going to go gather all of them up until I get 9. Alright, let's see. Do I have 9 yet? I think I can get 1 more maybe. Alright, and now you're going to decide where do you want to put so that they'll all be together. And maybe I'll just put them all over here and have a little right here for now. And I can harvest them too. So yeah, you can just go grab everything and bring it all over at once, which is really helpful to know when you're using your tractor. You don't have to bring things over one at a time. Like if I want to bring all these trees somewhere, I can grab them all, bring them over. Or maybe I want to have some apple trees on one corner and some lemon trees, and it tells you what kind of tree it is on the lower left part of the screen. So when you go up to something, you can see what it is. But maybe I want to put some more down. Now I'm gonna tab over to the trees and get a few more lemon trees so I have enough money. Trees are always good because it's an ongoing resource. You don't have to keep planting them. You're just going to be able to keep gathering the resource when the season changes. So, I don't know. It's kind of nice to have lots of trees if you can afford them. Let's see if we can get a few more apple trees for this side. Alright, so now I don't have a whole lot of money. That's okay, because we're going to go... we're going to get some resources here, some eggs, and we'll make some money off of these. And I plant a lot of corn to feed my animals, because I noticed when you go up to the little animals, actually, when you open your store and you go to your animals, you can see on the bottom lower right, it tells you how much they cost, 150 coins, how long it takes for you to be able to harvest, which is 20 minutes. And then you need to feed them. It says there's like a little, looks like a little wheat icon. So, I'm not sure if that's corn or wheat, but I know that when I harvest the corn, I get that resource. So that's why I've been planting the corn, to feed the animals. And it tells you how often you have to feed them. Every hour and 30 minutes, I think is what that means. And then you're going to yield 20 coins, 1 egg, and 2 experience. And of course, that will also go up as you level. So it's just, kind of just getting an understanding of what the resources are and how it all works. So I'm just going to make sure I keep everything watered so that it is available for harvest twice as fast. And then once you decide to go into multiplayer, you'll be able to go harvest other people's farms, and you're not only going to be helping them, but you're going to be helping yourself as well, because I'm assuming if it's anything like the first game, hopefully we'll get a buff so that when we go back to our farm, we'll be able to get twice as many resources. At least that's how the first game worked. So I imagine they probably did the same type of thing with this game. So now I'm just gonna move these trees over here. I don't know, for now. Yeah, you can move things around and plant new things. I think I'm gonna take this away, recycle it. I noticed when I recycled this, there was still some dirt here, and I wanted to cover that up with grass, so I opened the store. And I just went all the way to this terrain area, and I just bought some grass. And I'm just going to plant that grass to cover that up because I don't really want the dirt there. Now, you might want the dirt there eventually. Now, I'm out of money, so I can't do that anymore. But we'll earn money pretty quickly when we get some more crops to harvest. But anyway, that's how you can do that. You can leave that terrain there if you want. Use it for like decorative purposes, or you can cover it up. So we've got some lettuce that's ready. So I just always keep things planted, and eventually you'll be able to organize really well. You'll be able to open up bigger areas, you know, and you go over to this rock fence right here and you just get real close to it. You can hit on the controller, it's the A button, and it says requires level 5 farm level. So you can't interact with it until you get to level 5, but once you're level 5 farm level, you'll be able to interact with it, and it will tell you how much it costs to open that area up. And I believe the first time you open it up, it's 50 diamonds. So, you know, you might want to go around and decide what area you want to open up. Maybe you want to open up a flat area like this one over here. Maybe I want to get over there because it's nice and flat, and it's good for, you know, maybe having a big area for your crops. Maybe you want a big flat area for your crops. And there's also a lot of crops over there that you can eventually harvest. So it's like free money you're going to get. Or maybe you want to open this side because maybe you like all the trees that are over there. So you'll just be able to decide which wall you want to open, and you'll open one wall at a time based on the requirements. And that's how that works. So you can expand your little plot until you basically expand your whole entire map. And hopefully they'll keep adding to our map like they did in the first game, and they'll make it bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's just a little bit of an overview, but it's really fun because you can really decorate and have a great time with this game when you're decorating. Let's go to town and let's see if we can turn in some of our vegetables. Yeah, so we can get some more diamonds. All right, and maybe if you interact when you're ready to open up like the other shops, like eventually you're going to want to open up a fruit shop, and you're going to want to open up you know, the animal shop or whatever. I think there's a bakery and stuff. Just go up to a building spot that's free, and you can see it in the lower left hand side of my screen. It says available property. So now I'm going to hit the A button, and I'm going to see, is there anything else available? And it doesn't show me that there is until I get to farm level 4. So those little purple stars you see are just indicating what farm level you have to be able to open it up. And it looks like it won't be too much longer. As soon as we hit level 4, we'll be able to open up a new shop, and then we'll know what that shop is. They keep it secret until we earn it. So that's how that works. But we're gonna go back now to oh, another thing I want to show you really quick before we go back is when you go up to the buildings, interact with it, like hit A. At the bottom, you see it says why upgrade. You can actually eventually upgrade your shops. You have to meet the requirements. Like, it shows us the upgrade requirements, which are 2,500 coins and 8 lemons. So once we harvest lemons from the lemon tree and have the money, we'll be able to upgrade. We'll be able to upgrade the vegetable shop when we meet those upgrade requirements, and then you'll get more resources each time you upgrade. It'll be better and better all the time. So that's just something else to point out right now at this early stage. So back to the farm. Probably ready to harvest. When you harvest your well, you can get a little bit of money, 25 coins. Not much, but hey, every bit helps. So, just gonna harvest a few more things. And we leveled our farm so we could actually go back and get that building if we wanted to. Alright, and then let's plant a few more crops. Let's see, I think we need more carrots. But yeah, eventually I like to make everything very organized and have like sections where you have all of specific types of vegetables. But for now, when you're starting out, you know, I think it's just good to plant a variety wherever you have room. Alright, so now I've got some plants there. Some crops planted. Now I ran out of gas. For my fuel is empty. So if we do another quest, let's take a look at our quest log. Oop, that's our map. So if we do this quest, and when the apple trees are ready and the carrots are ready, we'll get 1 medal for that, and then we'll get new quests. And if you want to get more quests, you could go to the town and try to get quests from townsfolk too. But doing the quests is a great way to get those medals so that you'll be able to buy things you need. The first thing I'm going to buy, and I can afford it in the shop, I go over to this little building category. You can scroll over and you can see this shaped object right here. It doesn't show me what it is yet because I have to be a level 5. But that's going to be my fuel depot, and that's going to help you that you can refuel your tractor. Another thing I love is this in the decorations tab, this little guest book is really cool. If you have enough diamonds, which you do, you can buy that and visitors can sign it. So let's go put a guest book over here. I just love that. And I'm playing in offline mode now, but if I want to switch it later, I can always have guests sign this. They come in, and you can actually move the bus station too if you want. Like, you just pick it up the same way you move all the other buildings. And like if I want to turn it around and place it so that it's facing this way, I can face it towards my little guest book if I want to. I'm pretty sure that's where people will come in when they join your game. They'll come in right where that little depot is, where we're at, so you can kind of face it where you want it and decorate around it the way you want it, and make a cute little entry. Eventually, once you have enough decorative objects, you can make it really cute. So the next thing I would do is just work on those quests, get the medals, and try to be able to buy the gas depot so we can get more gas when our tractor runs out. The nice thing about it is that it will slowly regenerate gas over time, which is, I believe that's new. I don't remember that being the case in the last game. I could be wrong, but I don't think they had that. So it's kind of nice that it regenerates. But yeah, so that's just a little overview. It's definitely an improvement, and I'm super excited to keep playing it. Let me know if you get this game and how you like it. And if you're not getting this game, let us know what you are playing. And thanks for watching and hanging out today. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon.